How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Port Vale Youth Academy Legends Career Mode. This is the final season. We're not going any further than this. It is now or never. We win the Champions League or we don't. It's as simple as that. Let's start off by checking out our group. Roma, Schalke, Shakhtar Donetsk. Depending on, the teams could well have changed at this point, but that would have been a pretty hard group in 2019, but we're in 2029, so it could be completely different. This season will be Champions League only, as I show you through the other groups there. Feel free to pause if you want to look at them in detail. It's going to be it's going to be difficult, I think. It's a decent group. It's definitely better than I could have got for sure in terms of other teams. But here I'm just showing you the transfers I made. All of these players I'm showing you have been loaned out. We also sold Vasco Hurtado to Bristol City and Matteo Hara to Bologna. So those two players are out of the club, and all of these players have been loaned out because they won't have any use to me through this season. All the rest of the squad is still the same. A couple of changes in squad numbers as well. Archie Bingham is now wearing number 10 as opposed to 24. Isaac White is now wearing number 6 instead of 20. And Ewan Alexander is now wearing number 13 instead of number 32. Neither of those players have been upgraded, which I found pretty interesting. They've been players who've been here throughout almost the entire series. So I'm surprised that they never got upgraded. Maybe not in Isaac White's case, but definitely in Archie Bingham's case, for example. But we go into the first game here against Shakhtar Donetsk. We're off to the Donbass Arena. The good thing about this group as well is that all three teams have their stadiums in the game. So there you go. But we start off here in the 10th minute with Tomislav Ujovic running through on goal. He gets across in to Fernandez, and he gets us our first goal of this Champions League campaign in the 11th minute of the game. I'm sorry if I keep on stopping or sound like I'm moving further away from the microphone. I've got the Liverpool-Norwich game on at my side, and Alisson's currently down injured, and it looks like Adrian's actually coming onto the pitch. Fernandez gets us our first goal. Nice, just little sweaty goal there. No biggie. As Golubev comes through now in the 54th minute, so not a lot has happened between them. He has a shot and it's deflected wide for a corner, but clearly nothing comes to the corner. Shakhtar coming forward now, 61st minute. Tau puts a ball in and it's headed wide by Matthews, but I think Atunan definitely had that covered. Now, good ball over to Racic in the 63rd minute. He cuts onto his stronger right foot. He gets a cross in, and Hugh Harris heads it into the back of the net and makes it 2-0 to us. Absolutely brilliant play that is from Hugh Harris and Alexander Racic, the two tallest players in my team. We go into the 69th, so not long after, and Golubev is running through here. We're into the 70th. Golubev puts a good cross in, and Ujovic just can't get close enough to it, and he heads it wide. As Bingham puts another cross in there, it's headed out to Inacio. He gets onto his favoured left foot, and he has a shot, and it's saved by the goalkeeper. And that is what is going to end off this game. It's a very good 2-0 win to start off the Champions League campaign away in Ukraine. And couldn't have got off to a better start, really, Lauren. Alphon's happy, the whole squad is happy. Very good start indeed. So now then, we move on to our second game, our first game at home in this Champions League campaign. We are up against Roma, who are probably the biggest threat to us in this group. So, pretty decent team to have in a group. It has to be said, it's three teams we haven't played before in the Champions League, so it's always nice to get new teams and welcome new teams here to Stoke. And Roma is one of those. We start off in the 7th minute. Kluivert with a ball through to Cyprian. Kessie fails in his attempt to pass it, but you know what? Guillaume's just going to pass it straight back to him and give him another chance. And he passes it into Kasper Dolberg, and he forces the save out of Emil Hatunen. This game was frustrating as hell, just because of the fact that we had so many chances but they were just like so near, and yet so, you know, it's just frustrating. As we're into the second half already, and Dolberg has another shot which is saved by Hatunen. Just a couple of minutes later, Blondeau here gets a brilliant cross in. Dylan with a backwards header, and Svilar in the Roma goal makes a good save actually, because it's hard to save like from a header like that, a flicked header, because you just have no idea where that thing is going, and neither does the person who's heading the ball, as a matter of fact. 59th minute though, and Justin Kluivert all the way is running through here. He puts it through to Kessier, who, Kluivert hits the bar, and in the end a header from Dolberg, or was it Dolberg? I don't know who it was, I'm not sure, but it was easily saved by Hatunen. Ball put in here, headed away by Guillaume, and Kissant has an effort. Saved? No, it went over the bar. Very audacious effort there from Kissant, and in the end, it's a 0-0 draw. Wasn't a boring one at all, but it's a 0-0 draw. And, you know, we've kept a clean sheet against the next best team in this group, I'm pretty sure, because I don't think Schalke and Shakhtar are really gonna be a problem. I mean, we'll see about Schalke now as we play them in this game. Yeah, it's straight from one to the next. If you're wondering what I was doing like in between these, by the way, just simulating it. I just calendar simmed the entire Premier League season. I also, you know, I was checking every month to make sure I was, you know, in a position where I wouldn't get sacked, and I didn't get sacked. That's not how this series ends, me getting sacked for not playing any Premier League games. But Schalke away then, very nice stadium, and I'm glad we played it at night, because the shadows in the day are just annoying as hell. But that effort from Dylan would have won goal of the series if that had gone in. That had gone in, goal of the series right there, as Hugh Harris is clean through here. He has a shot, the most tame shot you're ever going to see in your life. Inacio puts the ball to Golubev plays the ball through to Fernandez, who's through here, and he plays it across for Dylan, and makes it 1-0 to the Valiants. Yeah! Dylan showing off his muscular build. Not that muscular, but definitely a strong guy. As we head into the second half now, Ivic headed down to Harris. Harris chests it and gets it a volley away on his right foot and forces a save out of the goalkeeper. And this is from that resulting corner. Golubev hits it in, and Blondeau makes it 2-0 from the header. Yeah, just splendid play from the captain. He's just amazing. He's a right back, and he scores so many goals. And, you know, he was our original Scout Future Star. You know, he was, 46 or 48 rated when we got him. Schalke get a goal back, however. A great save from Hatunen on the first one, but obviously he's not going to stop the rebound from there. But look at that save. Hit his face, hit his arm. Blondeau couldn't get in the way of the shot. Hatunen tried, but failed in his attempt. 71st minute now, Hugh Harris sees Inacio in space on his left foot. Boom! You ain't stopping that one. There is no way you are stopping that one from Inacio. When he hits them, they stay hit most of the time. You know, sometimes they don't stay hit, but I say a good 80% of the time they end up in the top corner like that one did. Beautiful strike. But Schalke aren't going down without a fight, as Wesley gets another goal back for them, and to make it a nervy last 10 minutes of the game. Yeah, it was just a simple cross in, and Wesley actually did very well to adjust and get his left foot to connect with that really well. It was sort of like a bicycle kick, but landed on his feet. It was a weird one. But yeah, a 3-2 win away at Schalke. So far we've won 2 and drawn 1 of our first 3 games. And that leaves us in good stead for the next 3, because of course we have to play them again. And I will show you the table now. We're currently second. Level on points with Roma, 4 points ahead of Schalke, and 7 ahead of Shakhtar, obviously. So if we win this next game, because we're playing Schalke in the next game, if we win, we're through to the knockout stages already, because Schalke won't be able to catch us, and if Shakhtar beat Roma, Shakhtar won't be able to catch us either. So we win this game at home against Schalke, we're through. It's as simple as that. Like, there's no other way of saying it, really. So this was a big game. Full focus required, really, because I did not want to waste any time with this. I was recording, can I just say, every episode you see from now, I recorded all in the same day. This one and episodes further onwards. Fernandez Scoop turns around his man and has a shot which is saved by the goalkeeper. Harris plays it through to Golubev. Golubev goes out wide, cuts back inside and has a shot on his left foot, but it hits the side netting. It was a poor effort, really. Rakic now running down the left hand side in the 30th minute, getting a cross in. It's headed away by Yeremina. Inacio heads it down to Harris, who flicks it up and volleys it and does what Dillon couldn't do in the first game, and that is rifle it into the back of the net on the volley. Absolutely brilliant stuff from Hugh Harris, and that replay just shows the excellence and technique of that goal. Inacio now running through. We're in added time in the first half. He plays the ball through to Ivic. He plays it across for Fernandez, and that is 2-0. And yeah, that's got to be it. Surely we are going through. Schalke were just awful in defence and just couldn't get anything going. So there you go. Blondo now in the 81st minute. So they did a bit better in the second half. The ball's played back to Harris, who has an effort, saved by the goalkeeper Ramiro. Yeah, that is full time. That is full time, and we are through. We are through. There's no two ways about it now. We're through to the knockout stages, and I go on to simulate the next two games because there's no point in me playing them, really. We at home against Shakhtar, we get a 2-0 win. Fernandez and Abu Hamid getting the goals, and away against Roma, we get a 1-0 win. Golubev with the goal. So we finished top of the group, 16 points from a possible 18. I mean, and also we scored 10 and conceded 2. Those 2 were in that game against Schalke. That's it. Those 2 goals that we conceded were in the game away at Schalke. So we went 5 games. 5 out of those 6 games we didn't concede a goal. But anyway, guys, that is going to end off this episode of the Port Vale Youth Academy Legends Career Mode. You will find out who we play in the knockout stages in the next episode, where you'll get my live reaction as well, because I didn't know either until I recorded the episode. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe if you want to see more and if you're new, and if you don't want to miss anything, hit that little bell next to the subscribe button. You'll get a notification every time that I upload. Guys, until next time, thanks so much for watching. Peace.